Hello everybody, welcome to a GCSE Maths YouTube video on adding and subtracting directed numbers. So in this tutorial, we'll basically be just looking at how to use a number line to help with addition and subtraction. So let's get into it. So the first example here, we have a sum, -4 plus 3. And we have to work out what the sum of these two numbers are. And so the way that I'd go about doing this is the first number is going to be our starting point. And then we have a sign. It's going to be a plus or a minus. And that's going to tell us, do we go right or do we go left along the number line? In this case, it's a plus. And so we're going to go right along the number line. And how many spots, how many places do we move right is going to be told to us by that second number. So by that number 3. So if we have a look at this problem, we have to start at number -4 and we have to move right by 3 places. So -4, -3, -2, -1. And that is where we end up. So there we have our sum of -4 plus 3 is equal to -1. Okay, so let's have a look at the second example. We have a 3 and we know that is going to be our starting point. And now we have a minus, so that means we're going to have to go left. And then the second number is a 7, so we're going to have to go left 7 places. So if we start at 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we end up at -4, and that is the answer to this example. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to have a practice using a large number of examples. So let's have a look. So let's look at the first set of examples. So the first example is 3 plus 6. So we're going to have to start on 3 and it's a plus. So we're going to have to go right along our number line 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we end up at 0.9. So that is going to be our answer to this problem. Now 3 minus 6, we have to start at 3. It's a minus, so we're going left along our number line 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 minus 6, we end up at -3. The next one is -3 plus 6. So we know that we have to start at -3 and we're going to move right 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gets us to 3. And then for part D is -6 plus 3. So we're going to start on -6. And it's an addition, so we're going to move right by 3 places. 1, 2, 3. And we end up at -3. For our final one, we have -6 minus 3. So we do the same thing. We start at -6 and it's a minus, so we're moving left 3 places. 1, 2, 3. And we end up at -9. So that is an overview of how to complete directed numbers. And just to cement it, we'll have another go. So here we have 2 plus 4. So where we're going to start at number 2. And we're going to go right 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to finish at 6. The next one is 2 minus 4. So let's have a look. We're at 2 and we're going left this time because we've got a minus sign. 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the answer here is -2. Next, we have -2 plus 4. So we want to start at -2 and we want to go right because it's a plus 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we end up at 2. So the next question is -4 plus 2. So where do we start? We start at that first number, which is -4. And we're going right because we've got an addition sign 2 places. So now 1, 2, we end up at -2. For our final example on this little worksheet, we have -4 minus 2. So we're going to start at -4 and we're going to go left 2 places. 1, 2, and we're going to end up at -6. Okay, so that is the overview of how to complete this topic. And now we have some more mixed examples where we're not using a constant 4 and 2, 3 and 6. They're more differentiated in this case. So I would recommend you to pause the video and have a go at these questions yourself. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we can go through it together. Okay, so now let's go through this together. So our first question is 4 plus 3. So we want to start at 4 and we want to go right because it's a plus by 3 places. 1, 2, 3, we end up at 7. The next one is 3 plus 2. So we have a 3, is where we're going to start, and we want to go right 2 places. 1, 2, and we end up at 5. The next one is 2 minus 3, so we're going to start at 2, we're going to go backwards or left 3 places. 1, 2, 3, and we end up at minus 1. The next one is minus 9 plus 4. So we're going to start at minus 9 and we're going to go right 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we end up at minus 5. Okay, and then finally we have minus 5, minus 2. So we're going to start at minus 5 and we're going to go left because we've got a negative sign by 2 places, which is 1, 2, and we end up at minus 7. I hope that is very clear for you guys. And that is a broad overview of how to add and subtract directed numbers. So thank you for watching the video. I have more GCSE maths content coming. And